Hello you guys, it's Shaina Marie again. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a all-around yoga flow, so a little bit of twists, a little back bends, a little bit of forward folds, just kind of touching on everything in order to get an all-around flow. This may be an hour, it may be a little bit less, I'm not sure yet. So just kind of prepare yourself, make sure you have your space, make sure you have everything you need. I do use a pillow at the beginning of class, but if you don't have one, that's totally fine. A block is always nice for any type of yoga flow. But otherwise, make sure you have your space, make sure you're ready, and we're going to begin right away. So you can get started in a nice easy seat. Just crossing the legs, and if you have a pillow, just sitting on top of it, making sure your sit bones are nice and grounded. Stand your spine up tall and place your hands wherever they feel comfortable today. So maybe it's on the knees, maybe it's just dropping on the sides. Whatever it may be, try to ground yourself here. Drop your chin and pull the shoulders away from the ears, releasing any of that upper body tension that you may be carrying with you today. If you can, close the eyes. Just allow yourself to be as present as available in this space today. Feel yourself taking a deep breath in, maybe expanding that belly outward and just filling up your lungs as far as they go. On your exhale, draw it in, exhausting your breath slowly and pulling your belly button towards your spine. Again, inhale to fill up, expand, maybe grow a little taller in that spine. Exhale, release, slowly letting it out, letting those shoulders drop a little more. Keep taking those breaths and just being patient in these first few moments of stillness. Let yourself ground into this space, both physically and mentally today. Tapping into your internal landscape, what thoughts or feelings or stories are you telling yourself today? And which ones maybe don't need to stick with you throughout this experience that we are going to have together here. If there's anything heavy or negative or just thoughts that maybe aren't giving you the best experience today, can you flip the switch in your own mind and try to create a more positive outlook in order to finish your day to the best of your ability? So allowing yourself to be free of that cage of negative emotions, acknowledging them, but not letting them overtake every other aspect, right? We have the mental strength to change our overall experience here on this earth and in every moment of our day. And if there's something there that doesn't need to be, maybe if it's just a little frustration, can you give yourself permission to let it go? Just relaxing into this environment and giving yourself this full time for just you. Take a couple more breaths here. Grow taller, drop your neck, release that last bit of tension you may be carrying. Soften into the space. On your next inhale, stretch your fingertips over the head, lengthening the sides of your arms. On your exhale, twisting to your left, bringing your right palm to your left knee, and just propping those left fingertips behind you. Sit your spine up nice and tall. Maybe a gaze off that left shoulder. Giving yourself a nice little twist here, maybe a tug on that left knee to deepen the twist. But I want your spine to be up nice and tall as you gaze back over that shoulder. And slowly coming back through center, inhale, fingertips to sky. Your exhale, twisting to your right. bringing that left palm to your right knee, and just propping those right fingertips behind you to stand your spine up tall. If you have that twist, maybe gazing off that right shoulder, just deepening, maybe a little tug on that knee. Inhaling back through center, stretch your fingertips long. And on your exhale, fold forward over the hip creases, surrendering to gravity, just dropping your neck down. Let yourself hang here for 2 deep breaths. Give yourself permission to let go. And slowly crawl your way forward to a tabletop pose, hands and knees. Spread those fingertips nice and wide and take a deep breath in. Lift your heart up. Let your belly fall towards the earth. On your exhale, round your spine. Tuck the chin and press the ground away to grow your arms nice and long. Again, inhale, fill up. Lift your gaze, draw the shoulders back. Exhale to round. Pressing the ground away and puffing your shoulder blades up like a scary, spooky cat. Taking a couple more of those, cat-cows, or whatever you might need here in this tabletop position. Maybe you need a sway to the hips today, or a rocking of the neck, or a massaging of the wrists. Whatever it is, don't think so much about what you should be doing, and maybe just allow yourself to experience. Moving with the sensations and whatever feels good to you. Not worrying about what it looks like. Just breathing and moving. And slowly pull yourself back through center. Bringing those hips directly over your knees. Look forward and start to crawl your fingertips forward. As you crawl those fingertips, start dropping your chest towards the earth and let your shoulders spread out wide. Palms should lay flat on the floor. As you breathe here, just dipping your chest towards the earth. Take a few breaths. This is like an extreme child's pose. We're opening up those shoulders. And slowly pull your way back to tabletop pose. Take your hands wide as the shoulders. Spread your fingertips apart, curl toes under, and lift your hips up and back to a downward facing dog. When you've arrived in down dog, spread those fingertips wide and lengthen the sides of your arms. Wrap your triceps back and just let your head hang for a moment. You can soften the knees and just lengthen those arms, making it a nice sturdy down dog. Take a couple breaths here in your first down dog today, if that's what this is. Maybe walking out the kinks, walking out the legs, feeling your hamstrings. And coming back through to a neutral down dog, take a deep inhale. Exhale it out, letting go of that last bit of tension. And slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll your way forward all the way to a plank pose. Pressing the ground away, take a strong breath here and puff those shoulder blades up just like we did in cat pose. And slowly lower your way all the way to the ground. Bring your hands behind your back to clasp. Draw your knuckles down. Inhale, lift chest, arms, legs up. Keep dragging your shoulders back and take a breath here, lifting your heart. Exhale, release. Plant your palms, curl toes, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, stretch your left leg back long. On your exhale, pull knee into chest, squeeze it nice and tight. Step lightly forward. Lower your back knee. Breathe in, fingertips to sky, low lunge. Take a breath here, digging into that left foot. And exhale, bring hands behind the back. Draw knuckles down, heart opens. Deep inhale. Maybe leaning into that right thigh. Exhale, release. Plant your hands, step back, plank pose. Drag the chest forward and slow lower all the way to the ground. Bring hands behind your back to clasp. Draw knuckles down. Inhale, lift chest, arms, legs up. Shalabhasana, breathe in. Exhale, release. Plant your palms. Downward facing dog. Deep inhale, stretch right leg back long. Exhaling, pull the knee into your chest, squeeze it tight. Step lightly forward. Lower your back knee. Breathe in, fingertips to sky, low lunge. Exhaling, bring hands behind the back. Drag your knuckles down, heart opens. Lean into that front leg. Take a breath here, look up. Exhaling, release. Plant your palms, last time, plank pose. Come forward, lower slowly to the earth. Bring hands behind your back to clasp. Draw knuckles down. Inhale, lift chest, arms, legs up. Shalabhasana, breathe in. Exhale, release. Plant your palms, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, press into the earth. Rise to your toes, look forward. Exhaling, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, empty, fold it in, release. Breathe in, fingertips to sky, grow tall. Exhaling, pull hands through heart, grounding at your center here. Deep inhale, fingertips reach. And on your exhale, pull your elbows back to open your heart up towards the ceiling. Deep breath here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, soften those hips. Inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to plank pose, Surya Namaskar A. Take a breath here. Slowly rock your way forward and lower halfway, Chaturanga. You can always lower the knees for Chaturanga. Inhale, lift your chest forward and up, up dog. Exhale, use your core to pull up and back, downward facing dog. Take a strong breath here, press into the earth. Rise to your toes, look forward. Exhaling, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift, halfway lengthen. Exhale, empty, fold it and release. Breathe in, fingertips to sky, reach tall. Exhaling, pull those elbows back. Open your heart towards the ceiling. Inhale, find length, root down. Exhaling, fold forward, soften those knees. Inhale, lift halfway, heart lengthens forward. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back, plank pose. Press into the earth, come forward, squeeze those elbows together, lower halfway. Inhale, pull forward and through up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, press into the earth. Rise to your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift, halfway lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, sink back. Utkatasana, fingertips reach. Now I want you to wrap that tailbone underneath you, hug your ribs in, and sit deep into your chair. You can spiral your pinkies in and face the palms up, like you're holding the whole earth in your hands. Don't drop it. Take a breath here, sit deeper. Squeeze those inner thighs. Exhale, straighten the legs, fold forward, let it go. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back, plank pose. Come forward to the tippy toes. Squeeze the elbows, lower halfway. Inhale, pull forward and through up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On that same breath, step your left foot forward. Pivot your back heel flat. Breathe in, Virabhadrasana 1, fingertips reach. Take a breath here. Exhaling, clasp hands behind the back. Draw knuckles down. Open your heart to the ceiling. Deep inhale. Exhale, fold halfway. Squeeze the inner thighs to drag your back foot forward and up to warrior 3. Take a breath here, lengthen. Exhale, turn down. Plant your palms, step back, plank pose. Wash it away, come forward, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Pivot your back heel flat. Breathe in, fingertips to sky. Virabhadrasana 1, take a breath. Exhale, hands behind the back to clasp. Draw knuckles down, heart opens, breathe in. Exhale, fold halfway. Squeeze those inner thighs to drag your back foot forward and up to warrior 3. Lengthen your body here, take a breath. Exhale, release. Plant your hands, step back, plank pose. Wash it away, come forward, lower halfway down, Chaturanga. Inhale, pull forward and through up dog, lift that chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Let it out. Take another breath in. And on your exhale, let yourself go a little deeper, releasing any heaviness you're still holding on to. Take a breath in, rise to your toes, look forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, sit back, Utkatasana, fingertips reach. Squeeze those inner thighs, spiral pinkies in. Take a breath and sit deep. Exhaling, straighten your legs, fold forward, let it go. Inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back, you know where we're going. Familiarity, come forward, lower halfway. Take a breath and inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step left foot forward. Pivot your back heel nice and wide. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, fingertips reach. You know where we're going. Exhaling, clasp the hands. Draw your knuckles down, heart opens to the ceiling, deep breath. Exhale, fold halfway. Squeeze those inner thighs to gracefully drag that back foot forward and up to warrior 3. Deep breath here, lengthen your body. Exhaling, palms to earth. Step back, plank pose. Wash it away, find a little rhythm. Come forward, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step right foot forward. Pivot your back heel flat. Breathe in, fingertips to sky, warrior 1. Exhaling, clasp the hands. Draw knuckles down, heart opens, deep inhale. Exhale, fold halfway. Powering yourself up for the biggest race of your life. Pull that back foot forward and up to warrior 3. Deep breath here. Exhale, turn down. Wash it away, step back. Come forward, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Let it out. On your next inhale, rise to your toes, look forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway, long spine. Exhale, fold it in, release. Breathe in, fingertips to sky, reach tall. Exhale, drag hands through heart, finding your center here. Slowly pull left knee in towards your chest. Squeeze your inner thighs and then wrap that left hip down. Take a breath here and start kicking your left heel out. We haven't done much hamstring stretches today, so this might feel a little tight. That's okay. Spread your toes, reach them towards your face, and then inhale, arms over the head. Take a breath here, grow long. I want you to squeeze those inner thighs and like a pendulum, take your way all the way down and back to standing splits. Leg grows long. Deep breath. Step your left foot back. Plant your palms, push into the earth, and inhale, right leg to sky. Take a breath here. So this is your choice. Maybe one-legged chaturanga, come forward, lower halfway. Inhale, pull forward and through up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, gaze under that left arm. Inhale through center, turn the thigh bone down. Exhaling, pull knee to right upper arm, squeeze. Inhale, reach back, find length. Exhaling, step forward. Pivot your back heel flat. Breathe in, Virabhadrasana 2, fingertips reach. Take a strong breath here, squeezing your inner thighs and digging your heels down. Deep inhale, lengthen upwards. And exhale, lean into that back knee. Taking a side prayer squat. Maybe spreading the toes and reaching them towards your face. And take a deep inhale here. Slowly pull your way back all the way to warrior 2. Fingertips reach. Deep inhale. Exhaling, left forearm, left thigh. Inhale, right arm over the head. Long line of energy from heel to fingertips. Take a strong breath here. Push down into that left forearm. Exhaling, straighten your front leg. Pull the left hip back and bring fingertips to earth or shin. Breathe in, right hand to sky, Trikonasana. Take an inhale. Exhale, soften your front knee. Squeeze your inner thighs to drag your back foot forward and up to half moon. Dig the heels, spread your toes, and inhale, right fingertips to sky, half moon. Find a little balance here. Maybe that left hand hovers as you inhale. Exhale, turn your chest down. Standing splits, leg grows long. Step right foot to meet left. Bend your knees, sit back. Utkatasana, fingertips reach. We've been there here before. Take a breath, sit deep, and slowly come all the way down to a tiny squat. Bring your hands to the earth, shoulder distance apart, and split your knees out wide. So palms are shoulder distance, fingertips spread wide, and then hug your knees to your upper arms really, really tight. Take a breath here, relax. Don't get crazy with it, okay? This might be where you stay today. That's okay. If you want to go a little further, keep squeezing those upper arms, hug your elbows together, and lean forward. Take a breath, maybe one foot picks up, maybe two for Bakasana or crow pose. Take a breath here, keep pressing into the earth. Look forward, and maybe step or float back to plank or chaturanga. Inhaling, lift your chest up, dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, let it out. Inhale, rise to your toes, press into the earth, look forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold it in, release. Breathe in, fingertips to sky, stretch tall. Exhale, pull your hands through heart, grounding at your center. Slowly pull that right knee up. You know where we're going here. Squeeze those inner thighs, wrap that hip down, and inhale, fingertips reach. Again, squeeze those inner thighs, kick the heel out as far as you can, and then spread your toes, reach them towards your face. Take a breath, grow tall. Exhale, pendulum your way all the way down and back to standing splits, leg grows long. Step your right foot back, plant your palms. Inhale, left leg reaches back, one-legged plank. Again, your choice. Maybe come forward and lower halfway for one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, pull heart forward and through, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, let it out. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, heel to butt, gaze under that right arm. Inhale through center, stretch that leg back. Exhale, pull knee to left upper arm, squeeze it tight. Inhale through center, find length. Exhaling, step forward. Pivot your back heel flat. Breathe in, Virabhadrasana 2, fingertips reach. Take a breath here, sink those heels down, squeeze the inner thighs. And exhaling, lean into that back leg. Straightening your front leg and maybe drawing toes towards your face for side per squat. Take a breath here. And slowly pull your way back up to Vira 2, fingertips reach. Exhaling, right forearm, right thigh. Press down. Inhale, left arm over the head. Long line of energy from heel to fingertips. Take a breath, press into that right thigh. Exhaling, straighten your front leg. Pull the hip back. Bring fingertips to earth or shin. Inhale, left hand to sky. Deep breath here, Trikonasana. Exhaling, soften that front knee. Squeeze the inner thighs to gracefully take that back foot forward and up to half moon. Inhale, left hand to sky. If you want to add a little extra and hover the right hand, that's totally up to you. And exhaling, turn your chest down. Standing splits, leg grows long. Step left foot to meet right. Bend your knees, sit back. Utkatasana, fingertips reach. Again, spiral in, sit deep, take a breath, look up. And slowly come down to a tiny squat. You know where we're going. Plant those palms and split your knees wide. You can take a nice squeeze to the upper arms as you draw your elbows in towards each other and lean forward. This might be where you stay today. If you want to go further, maybe put one foot up, maybe 2 feet for Bakasana. Take a breath, gaze forward. Exhale, step, float, jump, whatever you got to do. Back to plank or chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Breathe in, let it out. Slowly rock your way forward to plank pose and drop to your forearms, forearm plank. So your palms can face the earth or come together, your choice today. But pressing down, puff your shoulder blades up and draw your tailbone towards your heels. Take a breath here for a moment, just squeeze that belly, feel that whole action. And then pick your left leg up. On your exhale, draw the knee towards your left upper arm. Step back, inhale, right leg up. Exhale, draw the knee, right upper arm. Step back, inhale, left leg. Exhale, draw it in. Step back, inhale, right leg. Exhale, draw it in. Deep breath, forearm plank. On your exhale, drop hips, ribs to earth. Inhale, Sphinx pose, take a breath. Like you're lurching your heart through your shoulders. Press your forearms down and draw your heart forward, making this a nice active posture. Take a breath here. And slowly curl towards under. One vertebrae at a time, rocking your way all the way back up to forearm plank. Squeeze your belly, press down, take a breath, and lift your left leg up. Exhale, draw the knee in. Step back, inhale, right leg. Exhale, draw it in. Step back, inhale, left. Exhale, draw it in. Step back, inhale, right. Exhale, draw it in. Use that breath. Step back, breathe here. And exhale, slowly lower hips, ribs to earth. Inhale, Sphinx pose, take an inhale. Exhale it out. We're going to do that for one full more round. Slowly press into the ground and roll your way all the way back up to forearm plank. Keep pressing down, take a breath. Lift left leg up. Exhale, draw it in. Step back, right leg up. Exhale, draw it in. One more time, step back. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, pull that knee in. Step back, inhale, right. Exhale, pull it in. Step back, take a breath here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And slowly bring yourself back up to plank pose. Your choice, you can take that vinyasa or I'll meet you in downward facing dog. When you arrive in down dog, breathe in, let it out. And inhale, reach your left leg back long. On your exhale, bend your knee, open your hip, look under that left arm. If you have the space for it, keep taking that left foot down and around behind you, pressing the toes into the earth, and inhale your chest to the sky. Maybe left arm over the head for full wild thing. Take a breath as you press that right palm into the earth, opening up your chest. And slowly turn back through center. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Exhaling, pull the knee to your right upper arm. And if you have space for it, kick that heel out. Coming to the pinky edge of your left foot. Inhale, right fingertips to sky for fallen triangle. Press that left palm down and take a breath. Lift your hips. Exhale, turn down. Plant your palms. Inhale, left leg to sky. Exhaling, step forward, nice and wide on your mat. Pivot your back heel flat. Breathe in. Virabhadrasana 1, fingertips reach. Take a breath here, lunge into that front knee, and maybe taking feet a little wider to square the pelvis as much as available at the front of the mat. On your exhale, bring right elbow on top of left. Wind the arms around or grab opposite shoulders. Take a breath here, reach your elbows forward, and spread your shoulders apart. Exhaling, straighten your front leg, pull the left hip back, and fold halfway forward. Keep energetically drawing that left hip back as you breathe and lengthen forward. Exhaling, right fingertips to earth. Inhale, left fingertips to sky. Revolve triangle. Keep pulling that left hip back as you breathe here. Exhale, soften the front knee. Take that whole shape forward as you drag your back foot forward and up to revolved half moon. Deep inhale here, look up. Exhale, turn the chest down, standing splits, leg grows long. I want you to plant your palms on the earth, shoulder distance apart, and hop that left foot back a little. Make sure your palms can plant and then spread your fingertips wide. Reach that right heel back, squeeze the inner thighs, and then lift your left heel up. So this might be where you stay today. That's totally fine. Just get that nice stretch. If you would like to, maybe take a few tiny hops. You want to wrap those inner elbows forward, press the palms into the ground really sturdy, and take a hop up. You drive your knee in towards your chest. Again, breathe here. Exhale, hop up, drive that knee in. Maybe finding a little hang time. If you find hang time, press the ground away and grow the sides of your arms long. On your exhale, wash it away, step or float back to plank or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, let it out. Inhale, right leg stretches back. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, look under that right arm. Again, if you have space, drop those toes behind you and inhale, right arm over the head for wild thing. Take a breath here. Exhale, turn the chest down. Inhale, right leg to sky. Reach back and lengthen. Exhale, knee to left upper arm. You can kick the heel out, coming to the pinky edge of the foot. Inhale, fallen triangle. Take a breath, lift your hips. Exhale, turn down. Inhale, pull that knee up and back to one-legged dog. Deep breath. Exhale, step wide. Pivot your back heel flat. Breathe in, Virabhadrasana 1, fingertips reach. Take a breath here. Exhaling, left elbow on top of right. Wind the arms around for eagle arms. Dig those elbows forward and pull your shoulder blades apart. Deep inhale, look forward. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Pull the hip back and fold halfway. Keep energetically dragging that hip back as you stretch your spine forward. Take a breath here, grow long. Exhale, drop left fingertips to earth. Pull that right hip back and breathe right hand to sky. Maybe gaze out the fingertips. And exhaling, take that whole shape forward. Squeeze your inner thighs to pull your back foot forward and up. Inhale, right fingertips to sky, revolved, half moon, deep breath. Exhale, turn the chest down. Standing splits, leg grows long. Again, let's take those palms, shoulder distance apart, and hop that right foot back. Spread your fingertips, press into the earth, and wrap your inner elbows forward. Gaze in between the thumbs and reach your left heel back. Take a breath here, tight inner thighs. On your exhale, maybe you take a little hop and pull that knee in towards your chest. Deep breath. Exhale, hop, pull the knee in. Gaze in between those thumbs. One more time, deep breath. And slowly drop yourself back to plank or chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Let it out. Inhale, rise to your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold it in, release. Breathe in, fingertips to sky. Exhale, pull hands through heart, grounding at your center again. Deep inhale, fingertips reach. Bend your knees, sit back, Utkatasana. Dig deeply into those heels as you sit yourself all the way down and back to Navasana or high boat. Lift your chest, lift your feet, reach your arms forward, take a breath here. Exhale, slow lower, all the way to the earth. Inhale, arms over the head for low boat pose. Take a breath here. Exhale, pull knees in, high boat. Inhale, extend. This is reclined handstand, my apologies. Hover feet, hover shoulders. Exhale. Inhale again, hover. Exhale. Let's do that 4 more times. Inhale. Exhale. You got it. Use that breath. Last 2. Deep breaths. And on your last one, hug those shins in. Rock your way all the way up to a plank pose. Take a breath. Maybe coming forward and lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in. Let it out. Last little flow here. Deep inhale, left leg stretches back. Exhale, pull knee to chest, squeeze it really tight, and take a strong breath here. Exhale it out, and slowly step that foot forward. Dig into the ball of your back foot, breathe in, high lunge, fingertips reach. Take a breath here, and wrap that left hip back. Exhaling, Bring hands behind the back to clasp. Draw your knuckles down, heart opens to the ceiling. Deep inhale. Exhale, fingertips to earth. Straighten your leg and pull that left hip back energetically. Maybe those front toes pick up and you reach them towards your face. Lengthening your spine, take a breath here. Exhaling, soften your front knee. Squeeze your inner thighs to drag your back foot forward and up to warrior three. Deep breath here, lengthen your spine. Exhale, release the palms to earth. Step back, plank pose. Wash it away, come forward, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, let it out. Inhale, right leg stretches back. Exhale, pull the knee in, squeeze. Take a breath in, let it out. And step lightly forward. Dig into that back foot, breathe in, high lunge, fingertips reach. Exhaling, clasp hands behind the back. Draw your knuckles down, heart opens, deep breath here. Exhale, release. Bring fingertips to earth. Straighten your front leg as you energetically pull that thigh bone back. Maybe your front toes pick up and you reach them towards your face. Lengthen the spine and take a deep breath here. Slowly soften that front knee. Drag your back foot forward and up to warrior three. Long body as you take an inhale. And exhale, drop it down. Step back, plank pose. Wash it away, come forward, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, pull up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, let it out. Inhale, rise to your toes, gaze forward. On your exhale, come through all the way to your backs. Bring your feet to the earth and relax your arms at your sides. Take a moment here to just ground. Slowing down the breath. Once again, just feeling yourself melt back into your mat. We're all done with the really hard stuff today. So find a way to ground again. Take a breath in here, fill up. And on your exhale, flatten your back towards the earth. Drawing that whole spine towards the ground. Now your next inhale, lift hips and ribs up. Dig your heels down, squeeze your inner thighs. You lift your butt up towards the ceiling. Maybe if you have space, walk those shoulder blades underneath you and clasp the hands behind your back for full bridge pose. Keep drawing those shoulder blades back and lifting the hips up. Take a breath here. One more inhale. And slow lower towards the earth. You can sway the knees, wash it away. I'm going to cue full Urdhva Dhanurasana. If that's not in your practice, please just take bridge again. Otherwise, come back through center, kneecaps pointing for the sky. Take a breath in. Flatten your back towards the earth. And start to lift hips, ribs up. If you're going for full Urdhva, bring your hands beside your ears, fingertips facing your feet, elbows towards the ceiling, and press into the earth. Lift yourself all the way up to full Urdhva. If you're there, I want you to hug your elbows towards each other and spread your shoulder blades apart. Maybe shooting your heart through your arms. Take a few breaths. And slowly lower head, shoulders, butt to the earth. Sway knees again. Take your feet as wide as your mat and let your knees fall in. Loosening up that back, letting it have a little rest. Slowly pull knees into chest. Rock your way forward and back, coming all the way up to a tabletop pose, hands and knees. Taking one cat-cow here, breathe in, lift up, and exhale to round. And slowly just crawling your way all the way to your bellies. Bring your arms out to a nice cactus shape or L shape, and then just tent those right fingertips off to your side, so lengthening that right arm out. Start to lean into your left arm. You should be feeling this right in the armpit area, okay? It should be intense for anyone with tight shoulders or tight upper body. Keep leaning into that left arm. If you want extra, pick your right toes up and step them behind you. Take a breath and just get that nice stretch here, opening your whole front of your body up. Slowly come back through center. Bring those arms to cactus. Tense your left fingertips and lean into that right arm. Take a breath, maybe pick left toes up and tap them behind you. Keep opening yourself up to your left side. Couple breaths here. And slowly turn back through center. You can bring your palms to the earth. Rock your way all the way up to tabletop pose or push your way. And then just swing your feet out in front of you, come into a seat. Last few stretches here. Let's bring our feet together in our seat. Scoop that flesh out from underneath your sit bones and resist the urge to pull your feet towards you. Let's bring them out a little wider. Just lifting your spine up nice and tall. Take a breath, lengthen. On your exhale, fold over those hip creases forward. When you stop, drop your neck. Rest. Maybe a little tug on the feet, but careful not to yank into anything, right? We don't want to pull anything here, just a light stretch. Let your head drop, take a few breaths. And slowly lift your chest back up, bring those feet out in front of you, scoop the flesh out from underneath you, sit your spine up tall, deep inhale. Exhale, fold over your hip creases forward. Drop your neck, let your head hang. Few breaths here. Couple more breaths, sink a little deeper into it, being patient with those muscles. And slowly pull your way back up, coming all the way onto your backs. You're still good on time here. Let's do last couple stretches. Pull your feet in, plant them on the earth, and then just cross your left ankle over your right thigh. I want you to reach your heel out and spread your toes, and then just pull that right knee in towards your chest. You can weave your left hand through your thighs and clasp the fingertips behind you and just lightly pull that knee in. Take a few breaths here, maybe kicking that left knee out with your left elbow. And slowly dropping back down. You can plant the foot. And then just second side, cross right ankle over left thigh, pull the knee in, weave the hand through, clasp those fingertips behind the left thigh and pull in. Getting a nice stretch here, take a few breaths. Slowly drop it down. You can plant the feet, sway knees from side to side. And one last little stretch, pull the knees in, grab the soles of your feet, and just open the feet up wide. Nice happy baby, take a few breaths, just flatten the spine down, opening up nice and wide. If you have space for it, you can stretch the legs out, get a little deeper stretch here. And slowly releasing one foot at a time. Come all the way down, stretching the feet out, and relax your arms at your sides. Take one last breath into the nose. Sigh it out, exhale. Relax your feet, your legs, your chest, your face. Enjoy just a minute of Savasana. Start to bring a little wiggle to your hands, to your feet. Deepen your breath once more. Pull your knees into your chest, give them a nice warm squeeze. Thank your body, thank everything it did today. Just rock off to whichever side. Maybe using your arm as a pillow, relaxing into it. Slowly pulling yourself back up, coming to meet me in a seat. Bring your palms together, placing hands at your heart. Just lift your spine up tall. Take one last breath in. Sigh it out, exhale. Thank you for sharing this space with me today, for working hard, and for creating this experience for yourself. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Obviously, this isn't my normal setup, but I am traveling, so I'm going to be in different places all the time now. So hopefully you'll stick around and we can still practice together. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you for the next video.